Greetings all, I am Cassandra Webb and this is my speech, The 13th Amendment, a Turning Point in America's Struggle for Equality. Imagine a world where one human being could legally own one another. A world where people were stripped of their basic rights, forced to work without pay, and denied the freedom to live their lives. For millions of African Americans, not only was this a nightmare, it was their reality. In this presentation, we'll explore the past context that led to the 13th Amendment, examine its overall effects in American society, and show how the legacy still shapes our lives and culture today. In 1865, the ratification of the 13th Amendment brought an official end to slavery in the United States. The landmark amendment not only abolished an inhumane system, it marked a turning point in the fight for civil rights. The struggle to end slavery began long before the Civil War. Abolitionists like Frederick Douglass and Harriet Tubman risked everything fighting. It wasn't until the Civil War that the nation was forced to confront slavery head-on. The South fought to save slavery while the North wanted to end it. President Abraham Lincoln initially fought to preserve the Union. He recognized that ending slavery was crucial for the future. The National Archive states his Emancipation Proclamation in 1863 was a bold step, but it was the 13th Amendment that truly abolished slavery once and for all, which I totally agree with. The ratification of the 13th Amendment in 1865 fundamentally changed the legal status of African Americans. It abolished slavery and involuntary servitude except as punishment for a crime, states Encyclopedia Britannica 2025. This loophole would later prove significant after emancipation. Many southern states enacted black codes, which were laws designed to control and restrict the lives of newly freed people. These codes forced many people into sharecropping, a system that kept African Americans in poverty. The 13th Amendment abolished slavery, but it didn't create equality. In the decades that followed, southern states introduced Jim Crow laws that legalized segregation. African Americans faced restrictions on voting, discrimination, and limited access to jobs, education, and homes. The fight for freedom continued not only in law, but in daily life. While the 13th Amendment main goal was to abolish slavery, its impact reached far beyond that. It laid the constitutional foundation for future battles. The National Archive states the resistance to equality didn't stop with emancipation, but it sparked powerful movements from court rulings like Brown versus Board of Education in 1954 to laws like the Civil Rights Act of 1964. The 13th Amendment exception clause states, except as punishment for a crime. Critics argue that it allowed for new forms of forced labor within prison system affecting African Americans. From mass incarceration to systematic racism, many believe the legacy of slavery lives throughout legal system born from the 13th Amendment, states the Smithsonian. The 13th Amendment stands as a landmark in American history. It ended legal slavery and began a long journey toward justice. We've looked into the roots, its immediate impact, and the deep imprint it's left on society. A. Philip Randolph said, "Freedom is not given, it is won." The amendment was not the end, it was the beginning.